Hello, Mark Crossroad here. We're outside hitting some shots, another glorious day. We're going to talk a little bit more about club path. We're going to think about it maybe in a slightly different way to what you've heard before. Just try and give you guys as many options and ideas for trying to control the path of this club, or certainly the swing direction and the path as you hit the ball, to try and hit as many good shots as you can. Somewhere nearer that one. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, we're outside. I'm hitting some iron shots. I've got my alignment on the ground here, and I'm thinking about the direction I'm swinging the club. So am I swinging the club across the ball? Am I swinging what I feel from in to out? I'm thinking about the swing direction, so what you'll kind of see a bit more on a camera, and I'm also thinking about the club path as I hit the ball. Now, I want you to try and do this because lots of people struggle with club paths. When they hit the ball, the club is traveling the wrong direction, so say outs are the most common. Certainly lots of too many into outs as well, so they're not balancing club path and their face to path so well. And obviously the common research thing is people say kind of over the top, so that makes them hit out to in, all those kind of things. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but it can equally apply to people who maybe get the club dropping down flat as the hands move out to try and hit the ball. So it's talking about just the direction the club is traveling on in general. Now, the way I want you to try and control your club path when you're practicing next, just give this a go, is I want you to start trying to think about how the black bit, the grip end, the handle, the bit you hold on to, I want you to start thinking about how it's rotating, how it's turning as you swing, and some of the angles you might set the grip end up to try and control the end, the head of the club. So let me show you what I mean. So common faults I see, so I've got good posture, everything else, top of my backswing, first movement as I pull the club down is I tend to try and point the handle, so the grip end, then in turn the club, completely up to the sky, so I don't hold the club back in any way. I do this, what we call over the top action. The club starts moving out in front of me very early, and as I come down and hit the ball, the natural trend here is for the club to carry on swinging to the left. So I steepen the handle, more upright, then I throw it down at the ball. Then what happens is the handle starts raising up, so I don't want to just nail the ground and not have any forward momentum. So the handle starts coming down and raising up and unwinding this way. So in effect, my handle, my club, so just think about this black end, this grip end is going there, then there to hit the ball. That way, that way. And then also in the kind of opposite to that, but you see people go top of the backswing, hands move out, even if the shaft looks like it's leaning back. Then as they come in to hit the ball, what happens is the handle starts moving up, and then at the bottom tries to rotate fast, get round, try and get the face kind of coordinating to any of the path numbers. What I want you to try and do is think about just trying to get the handle to turn up behind your head, but then I want you to try and feel on a downswing that you try and get the handle to move out to the ball. So simply this way, so the bottom end moves out in front of the top end, if you like. And a simple drill to do this, to get the feeling of what I'm on about, is just take your setup and just split your hands on the club. So we're talking one at the top of the grip, one just on the metal shaft here, just kind of half on the rubber, kind of three quarters on the rubber, quarter on the metal shaft. On your downswing, so make a backswing, on your downswing, point the butt end of the club at the ball as you pull down, and as you get down around hip height with your left hand, your top hand on the club, start throwing the handle out towards the club. So literally the handle is moving this way as you hit the ball. So you're literally trying to get the feeling of the handle moving that way out to hit the ball. So you're not thinking about the club. You're not so much thinking about if you're moving your arms over here or in here. You're not doing any of that. All you're trying to do is get the club to relate to the top end of it, the handle, the bit you hold on to the bottom end. So you're literally just trying to do that. If you think about a plane, if you're swinging on a kind of hoop here, what happens down at the bottom is the handle will go from level with you, if you like, out in front of you down to the ball, and then it'll pass in front of the top end. It's turning around, kind of almost a fixed point in the middle is the idea. So what you're going to do your practice swing, split the handle. So split your hand, on the handle, make your backswing, get the feeling of pulling the butt end down, pointing it at the ball. Then when your hands get around, hip height, literally just throw the right one out, catching up with the left, and you feel it almost pivoting round the center point in the split of your hands. This is going to help with club face release ideas. It's certainly going to help with swing direction club paths, and hopefully it'll get you the feeling of moving some of that energy down to the outside of the club, down to the bottom part to get the most power into it, rather than adding angles into the handle, then having to try and, whoa, take them out at the bottom, or just committing those angles to the shot and hitting some wild ones. What you'll find as well as you do this is you're not actually, to get the face going from what appears to be open down to square and then to close, you're not having to do any of this rotating. You're actually literally just getting the club to turn around this center point almost. So I'm going to try one with the ball. Set my posture up. I'm going to try and feel from here that I get the handle as I drop the hands, starts tumbling, falling out, pushing out in front of me to the ball to try and hit on that much straighter club path. Let's give it a go. I mean, this is something that I can control, so I hit that one quite well. What's interesting for me on this, I think, which I notice as a teacher, if I try and hit shots where I get the handle doing what lots of my students are doing, so let's say steepening, then tumbling, falling down out the sky this way, raising up to hit the ball, I mean, I just can't hit it. The fact that you guys play off handicaps, I just feel like I just wouldn't be able to make contact at all. To not make the handle go this way to me would feel really strange. So for you, it's a great way of practicing that drill. Split your hands on, butt into the club to the ball, throw the handle out to the ball at the bottom. You can't hit shots like that, a couple of practice swings, and then try and bleed that into a shot. You'll find your direction, quality of strike, I think, will seriously improve. You can do this with any club. It's always going to be, I'm using an 8-iron here. It'll always be easier with a slightly shorter club. Hope this helps. Post comments down below. Get thinking about the handle, how it's rotating, how it's turning, hit the ball. Maybe not so kind of thinking about where that club is so much. Think about the bit you're holding on to, the bit you're controlling. You might just hit some better shots. Thanks for watching. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.